Hello, and welcome to this Extreme Networks XIQ SC Flight School. Today's session, we are going to show you how to create a local user in XIQ SE. Creating a new user in SiteEngine requires 3 steps. First, you must create the new user group, which involves setting the privileges and rights of the group. Next, you must create the user and associate him to the group. And then lastly, you need to set the passwords for the user. In this example, we're going to create 2 groups called Lab Admin and Lab Ops. And then we're going to create a user named Beth, who will add to the admin group, and then a user named Luke, who will be added to the ops group. And then we will set passwords for those 2 new users. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come in to SiteEngine with the highest credentials we have. With the privileges to create new users and group, I'm just going to come in as root. We'll move into administration and users tabs. And here we're going to create the new local user. You do have options to link to LDAP, Radius, or TACAX, but we're just going to be creating a local user. So we're going to create the group. I'm going to call this Lab Admins. And now what we'll do is look down here to categories. You have basic and advanced. And this is where you will prune or add the modules of SiteEngine that this group will have access to. This is going to be in a lab admin group, so we're going to give this group access to everything. So we're going to save it. It comes in right here. Done. Next, we're going to add the user, and that's going to be, we're going to call her Beth. And we're going to add Beth to the lab admin groups. Click on save, and this takes about 5 seconds. There we go. Beth is now in. And now we're going to manage the SSH configuration and create a password for Beth. So we'll see here. There's Beth, and we're going to pick a nice, easy password, Mommy Beth. And you can, Mommy Beth, there we go. And save. And now let's validate that this worked. We can log out. And I'm going to log in as Beth. There we go. So now we've logged in as Beth with full admin rights. So now we're going to create another user. We're going to come back in as root. And now we're going to create a group with fewer privileges. We're going to call this Lab Ops. I'm going to go advanced, and we're going to say, I don't want anyone in this user group to do anything with the NAC engine. So I'm going to deselect the NAC engine, NAC manager, click on save. That loop group is get created. And I'm going to create a new user named Luke. Now, Luke has only been here for 6 months, so I don't want him to do anything with the NAC engine. So I'm going to add him to the Lab Ops group. Save. And now Luke will come into the user group on the left-hand side here. There he is. Close this. And now I'm going to set a password for Luke by clicking on the SSH configuration and Luke, and create a password of Baby Luke, sure thing. And save. So let's log out. And let's see if we can come in now as Luke. There you go. So I've now logged in as Luke. That will have restricted access to the NAC engine. So again, when you come in, you can get granular with the authorization group rights. Then you must create a user and add the user to the appropriate group. And then lastly, through the SSH configuration, you set the local password for the user. We'll log back out. Come back in as root one more time. And now I can do any move add changes I wish. The only thing to be aware of is that if you do wish to delete or manage any of these groups, you do have to delete the user from the group before you can delete a group. So I'm going to delete Luke. And now I can delete the lab ops group. See, user is now been incremented down to 0 or reduced to 0. Sorry, not incremented. Delete. Now I can delete the lab ops group. All right. So thank you very much. Hope that was informative, and we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you guys in the near future on future sessions. Thank you. Bye.